Hey y'all, it's Carmen with Real Life, Real Wife, and I am here to learn my Gemini. Not only that, maybe, just cross some fingers, I can do a BB Craft item product share. Now, I'm asking y'all to learn with me. Y'all know I'm new at so many things, and getting a Gemini Go is huge. So, with that being said, I was blessed. So, I'm learning the machine and I'm learning to work with BB Craft paper as well. So, my first thing was trying to learn how to go about layering this automatic cut. So, now I was looking, and as I was trying to learn, is that I was blessed with this gorgeous, and I'm not sure if you could tell, and this, I thought it would hold on better than it does. I was blessed with this gorgeous cameo. So, what I thought would be, from what I understand, I need to have the clear plate. And like I said, learn with me. Let's see, we got the embossing mat. We've got the metal plate. We've got the magnetic shim. And we've got the clear plate. Okay. We've got two of these clear plates. So, we've got the first one. Then I was told, from what I understand, with the instructions, you have this plastic shim. So I'm going to put that on top. Then, although it does not request this, I figured with the metal dies, it would probably help to keep everything in place with the magnetic die. So I put my little centerpiece of the cameo, which number one, Crystal, thank you again. And number two, this is by, excuse me, Ultimate Crafts Universal Impressions Die 3-in-1. But the thing that I love, I don't have to cut this apart. That is so awesome to me. So I'm going to put the face. And then I'm going to put the next layer. And I'm going to try my best to center it. This is supposed to be magnetic, so we will see. And then the third. Center it. Okay. So this is all together. Then you put your paper, which I went black. Now, I will tell you, this is what I have learned and been told. Take some powder or your embossing pad and just kind of rub. So I know that with it comes to black cardstock, and you can see a little bit right there, maybe on the film, I don't know. When it comes to black cardstock, you get your oil prints. And I've been trying to figure this out, and I was told to use just a little bit of powder. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put that on top. And then you layer it with another plastic plate. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sandwich all this together. It sounds like my dies just fell. And it did. Okay, so like I said, you're learning with me. This is real. This is live. I'm not live, but this is legit things that you have to deal with when you're crafting. Obviously, this magnetic plate is not like what I'm used to. I am used to my quick cuts, and it is a very strong metal plate. But, so what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it again, I'm just going to make sure this is all centered here. And I'm going to try it one more time. See, I don't know. Again, this is me being real, and this is me not only learning myself, but helping you learn as well. And I am not getting a strong magnetic connection with the Gemini Go mat. So, I'm not even sure that I should put the magnetic sheet down. It may be too much. I don't know. But if I can keep it from moving or keep it in place. Now her head looks crooked. Let's see. What does that look like? Okay. Like I said, y'all are learning with me. No, that goes over too much. See, I'm not used to this magnetic sheet. I can already tell you, I don't really care for. All right. So let's move this down. It don't even feel like it's grabbing at all. So maybe I shouldn't even put this magnetic sheet down. But we're going to see. Turn this top one just a little bit. Okay. That looks good. Let's line it up with the top and bottom plates. I like the way that looks. So the next thing that goes, again, I used a little bit of powder. And we will see. I'll put her right there with the black cameo. And then I'm going to put the next clear plate on top. And then I'm going to kind of just feel on both sides. Alright, it feels like it's ready to go. Now, I have my Gemini Go ready. It's powered on. I also know, let me move all these little plastic plate covers. I don't like getting rid of that kind of thing. But, okay, can y'all see? We've got the Gemini Go by Crafter's Companion. And this is my first experience with it, y'all. I'm used to a manual. And it feels like it's all sandwiched right until I move it. Dadgummit. See, this is the problem. When you're trying to do a legit cutting, okay, that stayed. So, that's good. And I got my paper here, and I got my top plate. So, let's see if we can sandwich it straight and get a good cut out of this. This is my first go round. Cross your fingers. Let's see what happens. OMG. Alright. This works. We'll move on. And we will do the BB Craft paper. But now I know I can let this run all the way through, which is what I'm going to do. Or I could pause and hit reverse. Like if it's just a small one, then why run it all the way through? You just run it and then back it up. And then that way you ain't got to do all that. But let's see. Cross your fingers. How is it going to go? How's it going to go? Ready? Go. Hands free, y'all. But it is cockeyed. Will the cut come out the way I want it to? Looking good, looking good. You kind of feel like it's supposed to be perfect. But let me show you. Okay. Well, of course, the mat's going to move with me. And then I'm going to move this. Try to. This is how it came out. Do you see? I tried to have it all even. And maybe I should not have added this metallic matte. Because it's not working. Or maybe I thought it was metallic and it's rubber instead. I don't know what in the hell I've got here, honestly. But it does look like passing through. We're going to take off the first. Wow. Talk about come clean. And yes, it cut into the mat, but that's normal. Very, very normal. So look at her. Her silhouette came out so clean. So there's that. Alright, let me grab this gold foil so you can see what comes out. And I hope that doesn't blind you. Okay, there's the head. Can you see where all the cuts, all of it, cut into the mat? There is the negative. Here is the negative on the paper. They got moved. And then here is one die cut. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Okay, something... It's not completely detached. Okay, so here, the shiny one is what you would, was the die, right? Let me move this over just a little bit. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Unfortunately, I hope I don't scratch the gold paper. I almost feel like that's more magnetic than the paper that I had. Y'all, I'm so in love with this die. Love it. Thank you, Crystal. Okay, so we've got the head, which I'm going to put her right there. And then we got the head, right? Then we got the negatives. So I'll put the negatives right here. Okay, can y'all see all that? Then I'm trying to manipulate and pull apart. Okay, so we got that one. And something did not quite... Yep, it did not quite cut here. That's kind of sad. It breaks my heart, actually. Let me see if I can pull it apart. Yeah, it's not even wanting to pull apart from there. Maybe I'm the one who did it wrong. Not sure. Yeah, it's not even cut. Let's see. Yep, I see it, but I didn't do it. Okay, let me try it again. I'm going to pause, and we're going to try it again. Okay, y'all, I'm back, and we're going to try this a different way. Again, from what I understand, we're supposed to do the clear plastic plate first. This time, I'm not going to add the magnetic mat. So, clear plastic plate. We've got the plastic shim. Then we're going to put the die cut. Center. Oh no, of course. Mel says it's a Mel moment. I just said, it's oopsie. No, that's life. So I'll put her in the middle. Make sure that I think it looks good and centered. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But I've powdered my hands again, and I'm going to do it again, because I am working with black cardstock. And I've already put some fingerprints on it. So, again, powder on my hands very lightly. So I've got the clear plastic plate, the plastic shim, the material I want to cut, and a secondary plastic shim, which is the top shim. Now, whether or not this works, I don't know, y'all. Let's try it. Try to keep it even. And then I'm going to squish it together, top, bottom. Then I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to shove it through. Power's already on. Let's see what happens this go round. Alright, let's just see. Cross fingers. Last time didn't work out so well. We'll see about this time. Looks good, but so did last time, so we'll see. This again is what I call working with me. So we'll move that out of the way. And time for the reveal. I think I might have messed up with putting the magnetic shim, and maybe I even picked up wrong. But still, we have the plastic plate, or the clear plate, the plastic shim. That seemed to stay in place even without magnetic sheet. Now, here's the truth. Will it come undone? Let's see. Okay. You still got another cut. I'm not sure if y'all can pick up the cuts. This is very normal. If you can see that. See how it's basically the plastic plate gets scratched. It's not cut, but it's scratched into the whatever die you do. Okay. We're going to set that over there, and we're fixing to find out how hard did this cut into, and did it cut at all. The last one cut all the way through, except for I had a little couple indentions here. So let's just see. It did not pick up as easy this time. No. Okay. This is the part that see. Alright, y'all. This may be the product. It may be the die. Or it may be, and my biggest guess, it's the operation error. Me. Okay, y'all. Maybe third time's a charm. Or fourth. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I was just kind of sprinkling my hands with some powder because, again, I'm working with black cardstock. Now, I did realize I messed up big time because, number one, I was actually looking at cutting thin dies, cutting thin metal dies instructions right here. And I think I should have been looking at cutting very intricate dies. Now, unfortunately, I automatically thought, and I knew it didn't feel right. Blame it on the blonde, blame it on Dingy, just blame it on me. But learning, this was not the mat to use. This is rubber. And I found, after digging in, I found the metallic, the magnetic mat. So, with that being said, we're still working with the same Cameo, and it's a clear cutting mat, a plastic shim, a magnetic shim, the die, the material to be cut, and then the metal cutting die plate, plus the clear die plate. So you're sandwiching all this. What y'all have to remember is I'm not used to sandwiching anything besides the main plate that goes in my machine stays in my machine. So it's automatically magnetic. So then you put your die on top, you put your material on top, and then you run it through manually and Cricut. So yes, this is a whole new world of learning for me. But you try and you try again, right? And that's why I'm sharing this with y'all. My mistakes, my realness, my oops, my uh-oh, whatever. I think I've got it figured out. So let's just see if I've got it this time. Again, this time I'm doing cutting very intricate dies. Sandwiched it with clear cutting plate, plastic shim, magnetic shim, the die itself, material paper, and then metal cutting plate, and then the clear one again. Now, obviously, this will not be a BB craft tutorial, but I've got the material ready to go, and I will share that. Hopefully, if I get this right this go round, this will be a learn with me. And just in case, here we go. Cross your fingers. Let's see if I got it right this time. It's nice not to have to... Oh, that got kind of quiet. Obviously because it's thicker, but it's nice not to have to sit here and crank and crank and crank. Let's see what happens. I'm holding it. You see it coming out? Okay, it's done. Shush. Thank you. Now let's see what happens. Holy moly. Again, I'm going to share. So this will be actually a review and a learning. So let's see. The first thing it said was a clear cutting plate. I'm going to pull from the bottom. So we have the clear cutting plate, number 1. The next thing was the plastic shim, number 2. Magnetic shim, which I had to learn, was not what I thought it was. But it did cut in. I'm not sure if y'all can see. It did cut in. And I'm not sure why, because it's faced backwards. So it still cut in, even though the cut was faced upwards. So it did, not really cut in. It did indent with an impression. Can y'all see that? Okay, so that was plate number 3. Clear cut plate, plastic shim, magnetic shim. Now the die. Here's the die that I used. And it looks like it has cut extremely well because I had a 3-layer die. So there's the first layer. There's the second layer. And I'm trying to hold this out so you can see the rest of it. And then the face actually was that way. So there you go. We've got those. And then the die and the material. Got the material right here. Here's the negative. Okay, metal, material to be cut, which is this. And then the metal cutting plate. I'll show you that. But I want to give you the negative of what happened with the die itself. So this is all the negative. And I'm putting it in the instruction area. And then the next negative. So there's all the negative. And I am telling you, actually, I'm going to pull all the paper. I will show you that in a minute. But then the next thing it called for was the metal cutting plate, which again, it did give me the metal cutting plate. Not only did it warp, that's not an issue, y'all. That's actually very, very normal to every paper cutting machine. It warps. But it did put the impression on it. Not surprised either. You know what you do? You flip it over so it stays. You don't just keep getting warped in the same direction. You flip it over and do it again. And then it just kind of back and forth, back and forth. And I'm sorry about the bling. But then the last piece was the top clear plastic plate, which has already got the metal dies, but that's because I did not use this. This would not have cuts in it if I would have done it right the first time. Okay, now, obviously, this is going to be a little bit of a more detailed video. And if you're not interested, I definitely understand. Not everybody needs to watch this. But us beginning paper crafters, we have to learn. So, this is the final result. If I can find my head. And I don't know where my head is. Okay. Here's the positive. Here's the negative. Okay. This is what was cut out. This is the sheet of paper that I had. Oh, and I just dropped my second piece. There's that one. Here's my second piece. And then here's my third piece. Now I've got to go and search and find I hope I do not show my head because I see on both. But the positive pieces. There's the enter. And yeah, they're going to, I could manipulate them. So let's see. Okay. How are y'all getting that view? The center. And then this gorgeous head. Oh my gosh. Do you see that? And yes, this goat. Oh, I wish my fingernails would work better. Do you see it? Oh my goodness. Oh, if I could get it to work. OMG. Do you see her? I'm going to zoom in. Is she not amazing? Oh my gosh, I finally got her right. Could you imagine doing a scallop around on the gold or a white in the center? Ah, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to work with this. My next project will probably be a BB Craft product because it's probably going to be with this paper. Other than that, if you've had enough patience to watch all this and you're curious and want to learn with me, thank you so much for sticking around. Other than that, I apologize it's taken so long, but hey, I have to learn. And I know there's many other newbies like me that are learning as well. Thank you for sticking around. And as always, I absolutely, as always, wish you the best. Please stay safe. Mwah. Big kisses and hugs. Have a great night.